Hey, what's going on everybody? Doka the Dingus, aka Wagonford here, and welcome back to Doka the Uncut. This time we have our Week 2 matchup in the DDL, and that's versus Permanent and his terrifying team over on the right. I think I have one of the worst one of the worst teams in the league, and he has among the better ones. And I think it's made clear if you look at this matchup, a lot of my pieces have a really hard time accomplishing really very much at all in the matchup. But that being said, I'm going to go through this matchup quite quickly because the game itself was very long. I played it yesterday, and I'm just getting this out before I release the video itself. Okay, anyway, let's go on to it. First slot, we have Brian, the Samurott-Hisui. We are Choice Scarf, of course, the classic. We are really good at outspeeding and KOing. Mega Diancie, Talonflame, a chipped Zeraora, and a chipped Mew. Hitting a lot of stuff super effectively is very nice. We have Air Slash for the Keldeo and potentially the Hydrapple. And Aqua Cutter is better than Razor Shell here because it doesn't make contact with either a Scizor's Rocky Helmet or Talonflame's Flame Body. Samurott is probably one of the only mons in this matchup that's actually, I would say, good and like very good into the opponent's team. Next, we have our support Electros. This thing is Max Spadef for like a specially oriented Diancie, as well as a specially oriented Zeraora, which I believe would be the Zeraora to come into my Hippowdon and Pecharunt. I don't really see a physical Zeraora being brought into that stuff. But Eel has really nice utility options here. Knockoff is really nice for the slower paced game that I'm kind of going for here. U-turn for positioning, of course, to try to get my Samurott in, or potentially my Dragonite in. Dragon Tail is really helpful for something like a Combine Zeraora that I can't actually break past, even though it's the check, so that's my option for that, as well as a setup Mew. And Discharge is a nice way to try to status the Diancie if it comes down to it, because I can't otherwise paralyze it if it's not off a secondary effect. And it's also the only way I can paralyze Mew without paralyzing myself, like if I were to try Glare Superior or whatever. But yeah, this guy's kind of a very nice, just like expendable resource to have. Next, we have our Mega Dragonite, who I'm actually planning on staying in base Dragonite form because I am a physical set, and Mega Dragonite gets weaker on the physical side when it Mega Evolves. So I am crept as if I'm a regular Dragonite, even though I have the Mega Stone. Earthquake is really nice coverage into the team, especially for the Diancie, and in addition to Fire Punch, that covers both of the Dragon resists, so Outrage should be doing insane amounts of damage to everything else on the team if I can get a Dragon Dance off. I opted for Outrage instead of Dragon Claw because I figure if I'm heading into a decently healthy Talonflame, I'd like to hit it one time instead of two, so I'd have less of a chance of activating the Flame Body Burn. But it will lock me into Outrage, which could lead me to end up dying to the Diancie, but I'm just kind of hoping I can position well enough to enable this thing to win. Next is the specially defensive Hippowdon. You can see that I don't have Melmetal on this paste. I think it does really poorly into defensive Scizor and defensive Talonflame, in addition to having to like carry moves for the rest of the team. So I've went with specially defensive Hippowdon as the Diancie check, which is also part of the reason why I have Eel on at all, is because I need support for the Zeraora, because Hippowdon is trying to answer the Diancie. We have Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Slack Off Toxic, super basic moves. We have a Rindo Berry for Grass Knot, or potential Grass Knot Zeraora, or like maybe Energy Ball Mew or something like that. And Toxic will be hopefully really helpful in keeping those two specifically on a timer. And Earthquake is pretty good into his team. If there's any real weakness to my opponent's team, is that if the Hydrapple isn't there, Earthquake is generally very spammable, especially off of Slowmon like Hippowdon, where if the Talonflame roosts, it becomes grounded and weak to Earthquake. Second to last, we have Florges. This thing is another really basic set. Moonblast, Wish, Protect, Aromatherapy. Kind of just a general longevity piece, but also just in case the Hydrapple or the Keldeo come. I really felt like I needed this Mon because Melmetal just felt so terrible, which would otherwise be my Hydrapple check. And yeah, I mean, Max Fizdef is just because of all the potential mixed attackers he could have: Diamond Storm, Mega Diancie, a physical Zeraora, a mixed or just physical Mew. There's just so many different things that the physical investment could be helpful for. So even though we are generally a specially defensive wall, we are max Fizdef. And lastly, we have Belly Button the Starmie, just max special attack, creeping the Mega Diancie and rest in HP. Super basic. We are Boots and Spin as a answer to potential Clodsire. And even though we couldn't fit Recover, we should be able to potentially Wish Pass back up on the Clodsire, because I imagine it would come in on my Florges. And we have Hydro Pump, Psyshock, Ice Beam to do really well offensively into the team. Hope you guys enjoy the battle, and let's get right to it now. Peace. Okay, we are back with the game. Something that's a bit surprising here is there's no Zeraora. There's instead a Keldeo. Didn't expect that. And there's no Clodsire, which means that I guess Florges won't be blanking as hard, but most importantly, there's nothing to block my flip turns. My Florges still definitely can't make very good progress into the team with the Scizor and the Talonflame being there. This is most of the scariest stuff. It's really just, I'm very surprised at a couple of things. Mainly just like the Hydrapple and the Keldeo. But I am glad I have Florges for the Hydrapple. I don't think that thing will be doing very much damage at all. Even if it's Gyro Ball, I have max defense for that. No Zeraora means that it's probably a bit safer to go Brian or even Belly Button. I think, whoa, Starmie actually looks really good, doesn't it? And we don't really need it that much for Spin, so it's probably my lead here. So let's do it. Starmie into Scizor. Well, that's not fun. That's not really what I wanted to see. I could get a fat Hydro Pump off and just like chip this, but I don't really think that's that wise. We could just go into Hippo, but that could put me in, I mean, that puts me in range of a couple of things, which is a little bit tough. Guess there really wasn't really a great answer to this, generally. Yeah, I don't really know if I can justify just pumping this, because I will just die to a U-turn, probably. I should probably calc that, actually. U-turn, like if he's defensive. I probably should have considered that he might lead this. But if he's Impish and no attack invest. Oh my god, come on. If he's Impish 0, then I do live the U-turn. Do I think I actually might just go for this. I do hit the pump. Nice U-turn. I do die, but getting that much chip on the Scizor is actually quite good for me. I know that seems like really bad, and it definitely is, but getting that much chip on the Scizor is definitely very good. I don't think losing it because there's no Clodsire is really that bad. But we'll see if I'm wrong. We'll see if I'm wrong for sure. We'll see. But yeah, he does have access to hazards. It's just the Diancie, but I don't think they'll be very easy to get up with Diancie. So I don't know. Not like so pissed about that. At the very least, I landed my Hydro Pump, and it did a pretty damn good roll. It looks like versus max HP. Like, because I think it's max HP, no Spidef. It looks like, and it's got a little bit of attack. Okay, so Hydrapple comes in. I do have a Florges for this. I think it would be probably wise to go into Florges and then double out. Could very easily go Scizor or Talonflame here, which leads me to believe that I have no good play. I literally don't have a good play. Oh my god. Yeah, I just have nothing. It's probably going to be Talonflame, though, so I think that I'm pretty happy with going hard Samurott here. This also covers Heavy Slam for what it's worth, but I don't really expect that to happen. We'll see. Okay, he does actually click Heavy Slam, which is pretty surprising. I'm just going to flip turn. I don't think that was really very, very smart. It's not really a good 1v1 for him. But I will just flip turn out here. Goes Keldeo. Is it Helmet? No, it's not Helmet. Okay. Now, in front of Keld, I mean, I could try to go for D-Knight and just, like, get a bit of damage off with, like, Earthquake or something. I don't know how wise that is, though. I think I should probably save the D-Knight. I could just go Eel here. Knock off an item, right? That's really not so bad. I don't really need Eel as much because there's no Zeraora. It's less of an important mon. Floor just puts me into more mind games and maybe even something I can't get out of with flip turn being in the equation. So probably good for me to get a nice knockoff here. Yeah, no, this is just not a matchup I expect to win at all. Yeah, see, flip turn, that's why I can't really go floor just there. Because he'd be able to flip turn into Scizor and just get the heal off for free. Which really sucks. It's just not something I can allow, I guess. He can actually go Scizor, but then he loses his item, and I get better momentum than I would otherwise. Alright, we knock off the Scarf off of that. What the fuck? Okay, so this thing's speed invested then. What the hell? Okay. I guess that's fine. I'll go Florges. He clicks Leaf Storm and misses. Alright. You just don't stay in here unless you're clicking Heavy Slam, so I'm just gonna go Samurott again. I guess. I mean, I don't know. What the fuck am I fighting right now? Goes Talonflame. Yep, we go Samurott. Good. I'm going to try to take this opportunity to get my Ceaseless off. I think that's pretty... I think that's really, really important to get that off. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've done literally a single thing wrong yet. I'm just down a Mon because the matchup is garbage, and I literally can't do anything into Scizor. Maybe you could argue my paste isn't good enough into Scizor. I think that's perfectly valid, but I don't know. It's just I had to cover for so many other things. It's just not... Having Petron and not Starmie, for example, would be so terrible. Like, just to check Scizor and then I get blown away by hazards, it's just not something I can really... do. I don't know. This is just a really hard matchup. But we're not down yet necessarily. We do get a spike up here, very good that we land. Okay. We just did half. I think I risk this. I think I have to. What the fuck? Why did that do half to him? What? That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. That's 0 defense Hydrapple in the calc right now. He must be hasty. And I just max rolled. What's my roll to kill this? It's a 50% chance? I don't think there's a way I can risk this. If he switches out, he's going into Keldeo. I mean, I'm just going Florges. There's just no way I can risk that. Yeah. Okay, we're fine. That's really bizarre. That's crazy. Okay. I'm just gonna rip a Moonblast here. I can't really do anything else. I'm just gonna hope that because the spike is up and Moonblast might do enough damage to get the Scizor. Honestly, might kill the Scizor. We'll see. If it's max HP, I don't think it does. No, it definitely doesn't. But we could outspeed the Scizor because it's max HP. Just Talonflame. Yeah. I'm perfectly fine with just going into Samurott, honestly, because I think he'll defog. I think that's the only thing I have to worry about is him defogging, right? And then I can just Ceaseless again. I could also go Hippowdon and just go for rocks, which might be just safer. This is not super clear to me. Flying is this is really not easy. I think my better play is probably going Eel, right? Who did I knock? I knocked the Scarf off of that. I'll go Eel here. He does defog. Okay. Cause yeah, I don't know if he'll stay in if I go into who's it? Brian. So I think this is a fine play. I'm just going to click U-turn, I believe, because he could go Hydrapple. I've had momentum ever since Scizor died, which is cool. I just haven't really actually gotten progress off. I've gotten like a bit of chip here and there, but haven't gotten into a... Okay, he just roosts. Please don't burn me. Good. I'm gonna go Brian, and this time maybe I click Aqua Cutter. Or, you know what? I actually think Ceaseless Edging is fine. I think this is fine. Okay? We get some damage on Keld again. Last week he ran a physical Keldeo. Maybe I should just calc that flip turn on Florges. It did 12.5. I think this is just a special Keldeo, you guys. Okay. Flip turn did 12.5. Yeah, this is just a special Keld. I just go Passenger here. No other play. Not really. We are getting residual chip. It's not looking horrible. Like this is somehow not going that badly. Like I'm keeping momentum quite decently. He is probably gonna flip here, and that probably will be the end of my momentum. But we had a good run, I guess. We had a good run. We're getting chip off on stuff, and I'm glad that the Scizor is low. I think that's actually a really valuable to me. This guy's thinking. All that thinking just to click flip turn or secret sword. Oh, we'll see. I'm definitely happy with the chip I'm getting. I don't know what this Keldeo's item is yet. He did just click flip turn. It could very well be choiced. We'll see. Florges, he clicks flip turn. 19. It's fine. It's possible. I mean, he could just go Scizor and try to heal here. That's probably his best course of action ish. We'll see. If he does that, do I want to try to go Dragonite and Dragon Dance up? That's a question. That is definitely a question. Probably not. I think Talonflame being there is like, I would... What the fuck? He went Hydrapple. Heavy Slam is not doing enough to me. Not nearly. But he's gonna click it. I mean, I know he is. I don't think this will ever do like enough to me. And if it does do more than I expect, I can click Protect for more lefties healing. I could also Wish and then Moonblast, right? Let's just play it safe and Wish. Okay, Leaf Storms, that's fine. He might Heavy Slam here. I'm going to just click Protect, because I think he's just wasted time for himself and let me get valuable healing. I expect... Honestly, I expect the Heavy Slam here. Like, I expect him to click it, yeah. There it is. And I mean, here I'm just going to click Moonblast. I don't have a reason not to. This is my check to this. Like, I'm not just going to... Okay. Talonflame comes out. Takes a Moonblast. Not too much damage for him. Again, just gonna go back to Samurott. I'm not chipped. Like, I don't need to pass a wish. I don't... Okay. He Brave Birds. He does do a good chunk, but he should be dead to Ceaseless. Is Ceaseless my best option here? I would say probably. I could even click Air Slash, but I don't want to risk him staying in. He's taking 21 from Moonblast? That looks like... Oh, 21 only. What did he take last time? What did he take last time? He took 23. So it's probably around max HP. How much does my Ceaseless do? That's a bit close for me. I'm just going to click Flip Turn. I think I'm okay with one spike. I'm just going to click Flip Turn here. If he wants to give me this, then I will definitely take it. But I don't expect him to stay in, and I could get multiple layers, but you know what? What are you going to do? There's the Keld. We flip. Very cool. We go into Florges once again, and we're going to try to pass a wish over to my Samurott if I can. He pumps. Okay. What do I want to do here? Because I could try to pass it over to Samurott. I definitely could. I think it's a bit risky, but I think that might be the best play. Because we're not dead to pump, right? I did 38 to my Florges. That is not Specs. That's probably Scarf. Yo, that's probably Scarf. I can probably pass this. Choice Scarf. I live. Oh, really? It's not always a live? How much does this do to Florges? 38? It's a very likely live. I'm going to try to pass this to Samurott. If this doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. Pump. I live. Nice. Okay, this is definitely Scarf. Now I live a Brave Bird. That's pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, I guess we'll... Jesus Christ, I don't know. 38? It's a bit too much. If we take 38 on Florges, we go down to... like what, 29? We get leftovers back. We get more leftovers back. I think we live the next pump if we do that. At the same time, though, I could just go for my Ceaseless Edge kill. I'm going to do that. Ooh, he misses. That's actually huge for me. That's really, really big. That's really, really big. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. He landed 2 pumps. He missed 1. I think that's pretty fair. I think that's pretty fair. It was definitely the best turn for him to miss for me. I guess the second turn would have been just as fine. Now the Diancie comes in. Definitely going to just go Hippo here. Megas, Moonblasts, we take it. We take it. I'm just going to click Slack Off. Going to play this super, super safe. I'm going to try to risk as little as possible here. I don't want him to like go Talonflame and I feel the need to switch. I don't want him to go Hydrapple and feel the need to switch for sure. So I think this is my play. If he does go Hydrapple here, I think it's going to be in my best interest to actually go Electros. and I'm going to be able to slow pivot on this thing because he's faster than me. I think it's important that Florges doesn't take a fat that Florges doesn't take a really fat Leaf Storm. So yeah, I'm gonna go Eel. All right, that one I'll apologize for. That one I'll definitely apologize for. That's a bit tough for him. Just gonna click U-turn. This is going far better than I expected. This is going as long as I expected, with me still having a chance. Fickle Beam comes out. He does get his All Out, which I think is fair since he misses Leaf Storm. We get a crit U-turn. Oh wow, this is quite good. This is quite good. Yeah, there's no reason not to go Brian here. Definitely not. Now he is minus defense, no bulk. So Aqua Cutter does kill here. And it's definitely my most spammable click into the rest of the team since Diancie is there. So I'm going to click Aqua Cutter. Because Flip Turn doesn't kill. So I'm going to click Aqua Cutter here. I know it kills because he's minus defense. This is bizarre that I'm actually winning this. Or that I'm in a position I can call winning. Yeah, it's a bit crazy. If the Mew comes in, I honestly probably have problems, but we'll see. But yeah, in this position in particular, it's becoming clear that the pump on the Starmie at the beginning of the game actually did put me in a really nice spot. So like, it looked bad. It looked like I was just losing him on for some damage on another, but it actually ended up putting him into a corner because of how he played this. Oh, we're actually just going to take the Scizor here. That's amazing. That's so good. Okay. That is really, really good. Oh, I wonder if I actually should have Ceaselessed just to keep the Mew out and get the last spike. I think my logic was fine. Okay, this could be fucking anything, dude. This could seriously be anything. And my Eel will definitely die. My Eel will definitely die. I think I gotta go into Hippowdon and try to get the Toxic. Right? I don't really know what to do into this thing. I probably should have clicked Ceaseless, to be honest. I don't know. But like, it could have missed. I didn't want to miss. We go Hippowdon here. We'll see if we just get wiped by this thing. Okay, he is special. He gets the drop. The drop is not that fun. If he's like Energy Ball for some fucking reason, which I think he could be because of Samurott as well, even though he didn't click it. Oh, great. My computer's completely lagging. Jesus Christ. All right, Energy Ball. I don't know why this happens ever. Energy Ball from this range. Oh wait, I'm Rindo. I don't think he'll have a water move. I'm gonna go for the Toxic here. I'm going for the Toxic. I don't think he has a water move. I think he carries Grass because, okay, he just Earth Powers me again. He does a lot of damage, but we get the Toxic off. That's really good. Jamarcus's Mutta is basically dead, but look at the Aqua Cutter endgame. We're just like, yeah, like look at that. Again, don't really need Eel. We don't need this anymore though either. Like, we're not gonna get a recovery off against anything. So I'm just gonna slack off here and just sack this. Perfectly okay with that. But yeah, the Aqua Cutter endgame is looking really nice because the Hydrapple is basically dead. Also, I can probably just wipe it off the field by getting my D-Knight in for a DD and forcing it away. He is Scarf, so I really don't expect that last move to be anything other than Earth Power for my Melmetal. Okay, I could. How many turns? One turn is Sandstorm. It's a special Mew. What do I do? I'll just go to Passenger because it's getting Toxic stalled. I'll just throw a Wish Up in the air and play it slower. I think that's pretty valid. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna pass that off to my Electros here. I think that's probably a good play. I think this is very winnable. Because Eel now that I know that this Mew is special is actually looking really difficult to deal with. Okay, he does Brave Bird. We get a lot of HP back. And I get to just discharge into the team. He could get parried here. He does not. But he has to roost in order to live, so I get to just launch another discharge. Like, I'm perfectly fine with this. This is actually going... I honestly don't even know how I got into a winning position. I don't even know. This is insane. I mean, I can still definitely lose to, like, Diancie or whatever, but Scarf Samurott just looks so good right now. I just need that Hydrapple to fully die before I can really just win with Aqua Cutter. Yeah. What a game. Honestly, if I didn't land that if I had missed that pump at the start, I'd probably lose the game. I'd probably just lose the game if I missed that pump at the start. But I didn't. So, what are you gonna do? Yeah, Defogs. He sacrifices his Talonflame for the Defog. But the Mew is already toxic, and this is already low. I don't really know if that does that much for him. Yeah. The moment we get a DD off with D-Knight, the moment we get in cleanly, we just kind of win. I probably should just... Should I just discharge? What's better here? I think it's just discharging, right? No. It's U-turning and then flip turning. That's the best play. U-turn. Okay. He rock polishes. Okay. That is scary for sure. We do just live with D-Knight, obviously. Do I die to crit? Do I die to crit Moonblast here? This is not Meteor Beam, this is Diamond Storm. Why does the calc just not show me the moves sometimes? It's so annoying when I type it in fully. Oh, Diamond Storm does... Oh, this is modest. But yeah, we don't die. If he crits me with Moonblast, then I can die. I don't think there's really a way around D-Knight just having to live a hit here. So I'm just going to go into it and click EQ. What's better? Mega-ing or not? Mega-ing, I get a little bit more bulk. If I Mega... I mean, EQ does kill, obviously, assuming he's offensive, which he should be. If I EQ, Moonblast crit usually does not kill me. So I am going to Mega here. Even though I wasn't planning on it, I'm going to Mega. If he wants to crit max roll modest Moonblast, then be my guest, dude. But I think we're good. Moonblast, yep. Oh wow, we tanked that really well. Earthquake's gonna kill. Beautiful. Beautiful. And we outspeed the Hydrapple because there's no longer Scarf. And the Mew, honestly, I mean, it's probably Ice Beam, right? But I'm not really worried about the Hydrapple. It's gonna click Ice Beam, fucking. I'm just gonna go Samurott, bro. This Mew can't beat me while it's toxic. I'm just gonna go Samurott on the Ice Beam. Okay. And I will click Ceaseless Edge. Nice. And somehow it looks like we have won the game. GG's to Permanent. I don't know how I 4-0'd that matchup, but I mean, I will take it. This was just a very interesting build. I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, there were probably scarier Mews, probably scarier slots over these two guys. Though the Keldeo actually did end up putting me in a little bit of a scary spot toward the middle. The Scizor taking over half at the start of the game was actually really good for me. So I'm very happy about clicking pump there. If I had just gone Hippowdon and played it super passive, I probably would have just lost to Diancie on the spot. But yeah, thank you for watching, you guys, and I'll see you next one. Peace.